Well, it's just after 10 p.m. on Friday night, April 18. Yeah, April 18. And the forecast that I was watching on TV showed that it's supposed to have some storms moving in tonight, and then again on Saturday, and then again on Sunday. So, and they're calling for lots of rain. So, I'm just getting a head start on it. Looks like the storms are already forming southeast of me. I'm in there, and these storms are moving up from the southwest, just like they did before. Hopefully I don't get another flood, but we'll see. I'm just getting an advanced look at what's coming. It's supposed to develop after it gets here. It's going to be like a few waves of storms coming through. So I'll keep a track on them. Just try to track them. See how they develop and what I get. Weather radar at 12:50 a.m. And there's a few clouds west of me. Yeah, so the clouds are starting to creep in, but I'm going to sleep. I'm sleepy. I'll check it again when I wake up. 6:30 a.m. radar shows that it's raining. Yeah, it's raining, and I can hear it thundering and raining outside too. And that's why I'm awake now, making too much noise. But didn't have internet when I woke up, but I got it now. For now, anyway. We'll go outside and see what it looks like. 60 degrees at 6:30 a.m. And it's lightning and thundering and raining. Yeah, forecast was right. It's raining. It's supposed to probably be raining all day today and again tomorrow, off and on. So hopefully it comes in the waves, so the water won't fill the creek up too fast, cause a flood. So far, it doesn't look like it's flooding, so that's good. Well, it's good to see everything green, though. Yeah, at least the grass is growing now. The cattle are up there by my baler. I don't see Whitey, but I'm sure he's around somewhere. Yeah. Won't be doing nothing today. Okay. Kept watching the rain in the radar. Here's the view from the west side. Yeah. It's going to be raining most of today and tomorrow too, but hopefully it comes in waves. If I could, yeah. They're expecting a lot of rain, depending on the area. Here, I'm not sure. Yeah, forecasting some flooding, so I'll just have to wait and see. The grass is growing now, so that should absorb some of the water. And also slow the runoff too, hopefully. Anyway, I'll be watching. Yeah. My internet will be spotty today, depending on how much cloud cover there is and rain. But I'll just have to wait and see what I get this time. Yeah. Okay. Well, that rain helps the grass grow and helps the hay grow. So, whoa, there's the lightning. I better be careful out here. Yeah. I think the lightning is far enough away from me. I couldn't be bothered with it, but I'm going to stay in the house most of the time today, just to be safe. Well, the hiding cattle are outside here. At least, yeah, over that way. But I expect that. I think there's a little hail coming down. I hear some loud thuds on my roof. Anyway, I expect the white bull to be in the barn. That's where he was last time it was raining all the time. Yeah. I'm hearing the rain, but I'm also hearing some clicks. I think there's some little hail coming down. It's small though. Okay. Alright. That's all that's happening right now. A light rain. I'm on my front porch right now. 7:05 a.m. weather radar. Still raining. Well, it's 8:45 a.m. and it looks like the first wave has gone through. I'm clear right now, but there's another wave coming from the southwest, coming up toward me. See what I get out of that one. Probably coming this afternoon sometime. It actually cooled off since this morning. What did I say? What time was it when I checked the temperature? 6:30? It was 60 degrees and now it's like 57. So it got cooler. And the sun's shining too. Wow. Yeah, a little rain, then some sunshine, and some more rain coming. At least it feels good. Look at the cattle way down there in those trees back there next to the fence. Yeah, I never did put something there on that little area back that way. I washed out my bridge, that little bridge. Yeah. And I need to put a wire at the bottom where that little gully, the little depression there is, way back there in those trees. I don't want nobody going underneath it, especially that white bull. Okay. Anyway, it's nice and out today. Right now, it's really nice. Look how green everything is, way back there in my pasture. Everything's so green. That's what I like to see. Yeah. Green grass growing. I'll be letting them back in here again pretty soon. Looks like it's getting pretty thick. Yeah, let's go take a look at that. Just there, see what water's in it. Yeah, cattle are back there. Looks like that pond went way down. There's probably some kind of leak in it. Yeah. Okay, well, there's some water flowing through there. Kind of looks like it's backed up. I'll have to go down there and take a look. Maybe the cattle did something down there. Looks like the water's deep through here. Anyway, it's still flowing. Oh, that's good. The water's flowing. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that culvert, have that culvert removed from there, and put it over here. Then I got another new culvert that I got the other day. I'm going to add it. So I have two culverts there with this ditch dug out and all the dirt moved out to the outside here, or the inside here. So make it a little bigger canal there so that can handle the water. Yeah, I think that should work better. There's still some water flowing out here. That's just from the rain. Oh, I checked my rain bucket, and I got about three quarters of an inch. Yeah, but no flood, so that's good. No flood. Okay, getting a little windy. Oh, it looks nice with everything green though. I like this with everything. Well, even the trees are getting green too. Yeah, the trees are getting green. Yeah, it's still cloudy and there's still some rain coming from the southwest. It's coming this way. And that's the south. And that's the east. Yeah, sun's shining every now and then out from between the clouds. So it's not so bad right now. Yeah. I just hope I don't get too much rain too quick. Yeah, cattle are eating grass out there. I guess they like the grass better than the... Yeah, that's what I forgot to do the other day when I was at the big pasture, is check the fence. I didn't check the fences. Yeah, I should have done that. I had the truck out there. I'm gonna check this fence, make sure this fence is working. Yeah, because I haven't checked it for a while either. I always check it there. This side of the gate and that side of the gate. Let's do that now. Well, the fence is working good. And it's 9 a.m. So the next wave of rain or storms will be here sometime later today. And then there's some more coming tonight and probably tomorrow too. Yeah, according to the forecast. More later. That's good. Good that it comes in waves and not all at once. Well, this is 10:15 a.m. radar, and the storm got here quicker than I thought because, yeah, it's already here. I can hear the thunder and rumbling outside. Yeah, it's right on my doorstep, put it that way, and there's more to come. It's headed my way, all of that down here. It's all coming in that direction right over me. So I'll see what I get out of this wave of storm. Yeah, I can hear it rumbling outside. Temperature went back to 60 too. How about that? Or 60 as well. There comes the second wave. Yeah, and the cattle moved over to there now. There's one over there, there's the white bull's over there, and the other two are over here. Yeah, he's way over there. Yeah, I don't know why he's standing way over there, but anyway, it's just starting to rain now. So it's just getting started, so we'll see how much I get out of this one. I didn't dump my rain bucket. I'll just keep checking it after each rain, after each storm is finished, and then I can... Oh, there's a big crack. I'm sure there'll be more of those. So far, no flooding happened yet, so that's good. I got 3/4 of an inch on the first round. I'll see what I get out of this round. Yeah, and then there's more to come tonight, and then even more tomorrow. It's gonna be a long weekend, and wet too. Well, this is the 11 a.m. weather radar, and I'm right in the middle of it now. Well, not middle, but it's raining. That's all I know. It's raining, and there's more to come. Hopefully this big area don't hit me. Hopefully this here the rain I get will stay on this edge here. Let's hope for that. Okay, I'm gonna go outside and take a look. Yeah, at least it's a slow, steady rain, so that's good. Gives the water a chance to drain off slowly. Cattle are spread out now. I don't know what he's doing down there, but that white bull, he's way over there. Yeah, he's way over there. Yeah. He's just standing there. I guess that's what bulls do. Okay. At least there's no wind. That's good. It's a slow, steady rain, so if it's going to rain, that's the way to do it. Slow and steady. Yeah. Nothing heavy, and no wind to speak of. So that's good. Everything's good for so far. Yeah. Okay. I'll be checking all day. We have to use an umbrella. Come out here. The bull's over there. Or no, over. Where is he? I'm not sure. He's right there somewhere, right behind those trees. I can only see part of him. But anyway, I'm out here because I wanted to check how this stream is handling the water. The rain is slow enough where the water can escape without coming out, going through the culvert. Still looks like there's water's backing up right through there. I'm not sure if that's just the way the water's flowing or not. I'll have to check it out after the rain. See if there's any type of blockage in there. And I see something over there. Oh, I thought there was a limb on the fence. That's that dead tree, the limb's hanging out. Yeah. Makes it look like it's on the ground. Yeah, they're not bothering this bale. They're not eating on this bale hardly at all. They prefer to eat the grass, which I thought that was they would do once grass gets bigger. Yeah, this rain's helping it grow. Okay, let's go back in the house and stay dry. Well, it's 12 noon now, and this storm is about halfway done. Yeah, but it's still moving across me. It's still dumping some rain, but I don't think it's too heavy. Yeah, I'm mostly in the green most of the time, but I get some yellow, and I think I get some red every once in a while, but mostly in the green. Well, there's one of the cows came up to eat hay. There's one over there eating grass. Bully came out of his hiding place, and now he's eating hay over there, eating grass over there. I don't know where the third one is, and I don't want to get wet looking for her. She could be behind the bale there. Yeah, it's been raining steady. And not hard, and I can look over there to my pasture, way back there, and I can see where the creek would be, and I don't see any water, so the creek is still low, which is good. Yeah. One thing about rainy days, I always eat too much. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta control that. Yeah. It's easy to eat too much on a rainy day when there's nothing else to do. Yeah, I'm glad the rain's been slow. Yeah. And there's a little bit of wind picking up right now, but not so bad. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Da, 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 da. Listen to the thunder. The rolling thunder. I like that word, rolling thunder. It does seem like it's rolling. Yeah. Anyway, I'll wait till this storm system passes, and I'll check my rain bucket again and see how much I got on this wave. Cats know what to do on a rainy day too. Right, catties? Just stay out of the rain. It's after 1 p.m. now, and this wave of storms is almost past me. I got a few more minutes to go before I see the rain stopping, and I don't think it affected the creek too much. Should be good. But it looks like there's another one down here. Don't know what that's going to look like when it gets here, but we'll see. Well, it's 2 p.m. now, and the rain is done for a while, at least where I am. Let's go look outside. The rain has stopped. Well, the bull's up by the barn on top of the hill. There's 2 of them out that way. Third one, oh, there she is. There's a third one there on the side of that hill back there. She's way over there, behind those logs that's laying on that hill. And there's 2 out there, so they're all accounted for. I can hear the waterfall. Yeah, the water. I can see the water flowing through there. Yeah, but I can hear the waterfall down that way, in that little deeper ditch there. I didn't have them dig that out because I thought it was deep, but the problem wasn't there so much as it was over here. When it hit that, and not this time, but well, what was it, about a month ago? I forget when it was. It rained like a lot, flooded, and the water was too much coming down here, and it hit that one culvert there, and it came out here and flowed out. Before I had this ditch dug, it would be blocked there and come out that way. So now I got to move this again, put it over there, and dig this out better, and build this side up so it doesn't, so the water stays in that ditch on the way out. And this cat's pregnant. Yeah, this is a young cat. Yeah, I remember when she was in heat and the cats were following her. Don't know about her brother, Bud, but they were born same time. But I know the other neighbors' cats were around. Yeah, I can hear them. Anyway, they're out hunting again. They're going on their hunt. Yeah. Yeah, looks like she's the leader. I'm not sure, but I think the mama cat might be pregnant too. It's hard to say. She's old. Oh, I'm standing in the mud. Okay, there's the cattle. There's the 3 Highlanders down the bottom. And the bully's up. Well, I can't see him anymore, but he's over there somewhere. on the back side of that hill. I heard it now. A couple of them. And hooty hoot. Okay, I guess the rain's over for a while. Guess I'll be waiting for the next one. I think the next one's probably coming tonight. So, yeah. And there'll be another rain tomorrow. And then, I guess that's, maybe it'll be over a bit after tomorrow. Oh, that cow there, that's the one who lost her calf, stillborn. The calf's still laying out there, what's left of it. I see a buzzard on it every once in a while. Yeah, it was a shame that she lost it. I don't know why she lost it, but that happened. She was acting funny for about a week before she had it. Yeah, because I kept thinking she's going to have it, but she never did. And then she developed a limp, so I think the calf had died inside of her, and that's what was bothering her. But hopefully she'll have a live calf next year, if the little white bully can do the job of breeding her this year. Well, it's 4 p.m. now, and the last rain ended around 2, I think. I think it was around 2. And I got about was it 5/8? Yeah, about ½ inch, a little bit more than ½ inch on that second rain. First rain was 3/4, so I got almost an 1.5 inches so far, just short of 1.5 inches. So we'll see what we get later on, but it didn't, nothing flooded, so that's good. I think I'm going to drive down to the big pasture, take a look down there. I know it's okay, but I just want to see what the cattle look like. But I don't know if I want to drive the truck. Yeah, I shouldn't drive the truck down there. Yeah, I could, but I shouldn't. But I will. Just because I don't want to take the ATV. I'm going to head out to the big pasture. I'm not going to the top. I don't think. Road's too wet, but I'm just going to go out to where I can drive the truck. I might go to the bridge. We'll see. This grass is growing, especially with no cattle in it. All the cattle are across the creek. They're locked out of here. I'm going to back down to the bridge, see what I can do there. Well, with almost 1.5 inches of rain, it raised the water in the creek. At least it's, what, half full? Yeah, it's up to that log over there. Yeah. But luckily that's all we got. But there's supposed to be more rain tomorrow, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Or even tonight, I think there's supposed to be some tonight too. Anyway, this is enough water to deal with right now. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this will drain off before the next rain. Okay, it's a little wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the top of the road. I'll just walk up there. I don't have boots on. I'll just go barefoot. Since the weather's nice, been a long time since I've been barefoot. I know when I was growing up, I was always barefoot. I hardly ever wore shoes. I think I only wore shoes to go to school. Yeah, that was the life back then on the farm. Even in winter time, I guess I wore boots in winter time. Yeah, I don't think my dad liked buying boots for all of his children. 7 kids, that adds up. Especially when they outgrow them within a year. Yeah, I remember getting a lot of hand-me-downs though from relatives. Yeah. Anyway, that's why nothing was either too big or too small. Hardly ever got anything that actually fit. But anyway, I'm gonna go barefoot now because it's the right time. I remember when every time it rained, we'd go play in the creeks. Yeah, I'd play in the creeks. I don't know if it was this big of a creek, but we played in the creeks on the farm. Okay. Catching crayfish and whatever else we could catch. All right, I'm gonna walk up to the top. Leave the truck here. Yeah, I made a little track right there. Coming, I just backed down and I made some tracks, so I'm not gonna drive up the road. I still have to deal with this problem pretty soon too, because it's hard to get through here without hitting that hole there. Yeah, I guess the best thing to do there is get some concrete. I've been meaning to do that area there anyway with concrete. I got some old hog panels here to do that. So I'm doing that. I guess I'll add some in here, there, and here. I was gonna put some here too. Bring it out to match that. So I'll just use that quickcrete. That'll work. One of these days I'll get around to that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to drive the truck in here. It's too wet. I knew it would be after almost an inch and a half of rain. Yeah. Yeah, the water's to the top of the culvert right now where the foam, white foam is. Yeah. There's that log that washed up in the last flood. Another one over there. And that one too. Yeah. Could have been worse. We could have got more rain, it would have been worse, but I'm glad that we only got an inch. Inch and 3/8, inch and 3/8 all together today. So far anyway. I heard a sound come out of that tube. There's a big culvert runs from that. It's underneath that old barrel. I haven't touched that since I built this stuff. Since it's all been cleared out. Probably was back in the late 80s, I guess. Late 80s. That was put in there. Yeah. The water that comes down here, down this ditch here. Well, I got to move that log. I didn't even see that before. The thing's blocking my water path. I need to dig out that around that corner too. Open that up. I'm twisting myself. Anyway, this culvert, big long one, runs underneath there. I think it's started to cave in. Some of it caved in over there, and it runs out to the creek. And I think a stick or something must have hit that pipe, because I saw it the other day. It was sticking out. So when it hit that, it sounded like a drum. It came out this other end. Okay, a little wet here. Yeah, the water comes down here, and now it's I think it backs up and goes that way. So I gotta move that stump too. One of these days. See, the water comes down this ditch, which is pretty much okay for now. And then it comes down here. But when it hits this corner here, it got clogged up. I need to dig that out and clean it up. Plus that stump, I don't know. That stump is from last year, last July 16. They had the big flood, 8-inch flood from a big weather system, remnants of some hurricane from down south in the Gulf. Yeah, dumped 8 inches here. Caused me to wiped out my whole fence over there. Wiped it out, just knocked it down. The whole thing was knocked down. It took me about a month to put it back up. And this in here wasn't knocked down, but it was all full of debris. Flood debris all the way down. Full of flood debris because the water was mostly going that way. So Anyway, this water is backing up because it's stopping here and backing up this way, going out. I can tell by the water flow here. Anyway, I got to move that log out of the way and dig this out one of these days. Yeah, that's stuff. There was a big tree. I think the tree actually was pulled out of the creek a long time ago and put over there, but the flood was high enough to take that whole tree, from a dead tree from over there, and forced it down here, so it was blocking my road. I had to cut it up, and that's part of it too over there, and that's the other part. Yeah, I'll take care of it one of these days. Now I'm just walking up this road. Yeah, the grass is really greening up in here. Yeah, I gotta keep this dug out too, because I don't want it running out here. I gotta keep this sprayed and the water flowing where it's supposed to go. Water flows down. It's supposed to either go out that pipe there, going out that way, but if it's too much, it goes out into that pond. And if that pond gets too big or too full, then it backs up and goes out that pipe. So either way, water goes out from there or from there. Either way. Got a little stream flowing here too. Comes down from that branch, from that little ditch on the other side there. Actually, this was the original branch where the road was, and I had it fixed so to make a road, raise it up, dug out both sides, and anyway, the water flows down there, follows their path, and flows here underneath there, and then follows down here and ends up down there. The grass is really growing over there on the other side. You can tell just by the difference between this pasture and the other side of the fence, where they can't eat now. Yeah, it won't be long. I'll have to be starting to mow grass too. Yeah, it's starting to get big along the fence lines, at least by the road anyway. Okay, let's head up to the top. Oh, I forgot my fence tester. What am I gonna do? I was already too far from the truck. I just feel like walking back to get the fence tester. I'll test the fence some other time. But I'm gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna check the 2 hay bales that I fed. Was that yesterday? What's today, Saturday? Yeah, that was yesterday. Seems like a long time ago. Anyway, it was just yesterday. This road's still pretty wet. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't try to drive the truck up here. ATV would have worked, but I didn't feel like using the ATV. Well, I haven't seen the cattle yet. They're probably down there in that bottom one. That's what I'm guessing, since I don't see them anywhere. Well, that's the bale. The bale I set 2 bales out. That one and this one here. But then yesterday, before I even left, the bull had rolled it part way over here. Now he looks like he rolled it the rest of the way, because there's the center of the bale over there. Yeah. So they ate some of it. Okay. Since I'm up here, I'll see if I can find the cattle. I also want to check out that culvert down there and see how, oh, squirrel. I want to see how that's doing with this last rain. I noticed a little bit of erosion yesterday when I checked it. I think it was yesterday, yeah. But it was dry yesterday. Today it's wet. Well, I found the calves. There's the 3 older ones. And there's the last cow that had a calf, her calf. And the bull's with her. Yesterday the bull was following this one. But today he's following this one too. At least he's staying close to her. I hear water flowing. Yeah, water flowing in that creek. Down there. I can hear water flowing. Like a little waterfall. in that stream that flows along the southern boundary. And the other cattle are down there. I could just barely see them over that hill. I'll go check them out too. Yeah, they're just lounging around. They must have had plenty of hay to eat. And yeah, there's the little calf right there behind that mama. Yeah, so either he's following both of these cows that might be in heat. Well, her calf will be 2 weeks old tomorrow, so I don't think she's really in heat. It's too early for her to cycle again. But I'm sure that one is. That one was, he was following her around yesterday. Let's see if I can go find the other cattle. Way over there. Without too much trouble. There's the bull. Over there. The newest calf. The newest mama. And there's the other 3 calves. The first one, second one, third one. Yeah. They're comfortable here. Now to look for the others. Over that hill. That's where I just came from. Up there on that hill. There's the older calves and the new cow and her new calf, and the bull and the other cow. I think that one was in heat. That's why he's staying with her. And there's another cow laying down there. And the old mama cow, she's right there with her 5th calf. Her last calf, her 6th calf, is over there with the bull. And then and the others are over there. Yeah, there's a black one down there. Another one there. Another one there. Somebody's down here. Who's that? Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the cow that hasn't had the calf yet. Yeah, she hasn't. Yeah, that's the next one to have the calf. That's the last one to have the calf. That's a heifer that I hope will get bred this year. And that's a bull from last year. And that's another bull calf from last year. And that's the other bull calf from last year. Last year I had 3 bull calves. This year I've had 4, 5. Because this year last year that was a heifer. And look at that tree. Look how it grows. It looks like it's dead, but look how the limbs are all positioned. It's interesting. Anyway, last year she was a heifer and she had her calf this year. And where is she now? The white one up there, she was a heifer and she had her calf this year. So that should give me 2 extra calves. 3 calves last year, 5 calves this year. After she has her calf, that is. She's already had 3 calves. Her oldest one is the one that, the white one who had her calf, had her calf 2 weeks ago. Her second one is the bull, white bull up at the house. And her third one is that one, the black one, black bull. And like I said, she's next to have a calf. Maybe in May. Anyway, everybody's doing good. They're just relaxing out here in the forest and eating grass. Okay, I'm gonna go check that other culvert up there by the pond. I didn't notice it until now, but this is that big tree that I like. This seems to me, a long time ago, this tree must have been cut and 3 sprouts sprouted out from the stump. That's what I'm thinking. A long time ago it was cut and grew back out, and then it resulted in this big tree here with three trunks. You don't see that very often. That's my guess anyway. It's hard to believe that 3 separate trees would be growing in the same spot, but it's possible, I guess. It's possible, but more than likely it got cut somehow and sprouted out three spots at the same time, which kept growing. Looks like that white cow and the white bull, they laid down over there. There's my pond on top, built in 2015 because of the drought in 2012 where the creek dried up. The only water I had here was that little pond there by the bridge on the bottom of that hill. So I decided to have this built, and it works out okay. Yeah, there's that erosion that I was talking about yesterday, where this water, when it drains out this way, because it builds up in here. It can go out this little pipe, but it probably wants to drain that way because of gravity. And then because it comes down from this branch here, and then it flows out through the little high ground there. But as it flows out, it comes down, goes out, runs along the edge of this raised dirt here, and then it cut out a little bit of dirt there. So I need to dig a ditch along there. And anything I dig out, I'm going to throw against here to build that bank up. Other than that, this worked out pretty good. I need to get some grass sowed in here. That's what I forgot to do. I need to sow some grass. Should have done that right away. Guess I have to buy some grass seed now. I'm on the east side here, and this is where the south fence comes up from the south and ends here. And this is where the north fence starts. And with either one of them not working, I can use this jump wire on the bottom to make them work, make the other one work when one charger's not working. But today I'm going to use that jump wire to test each fence on a T-post to see if the fence is working, as long as I don't get shocked. It's insulated, but I need to get a better one. That insulation is old. Sometimes the electric goes right through it. Especially now when everything's all wet, but I'm going to give it a try. Well, it's not as accurate as my tester that shows me the voltage. But I got a spark from each fence, so that means at least there's something in it that's working. I got a spark. There's that brown heifer, 2-year-old. She walked up to the top of the hill and laid down. There's a bunch of leaves on the other side of that log that laying there. Nice place to lay down. Yeah, she's going to take a nap. That sounds like a good idea. Feels like it's going to rain again. I feel a few sprinkles. I'd better head back to the truck before I get wet. Phone's low on power anyway. There's the other cattle again. And I see a couple from down in the bottom too. Everybody's relaxed. Yeah, they must have full bellies from the hay and the grass. And I'm headed back to the truck. I also have another job to do one of these days, when it's drier again, is to pick up all this net wrap and pile it up and burn it. And there's some more over here, and some more over there, the last few bales that I picked up, or that I fed. Well, the areas that are blank is the ones where I picked them up and brought them all down here and lined them up, and then cut the net wrap off there. So there's more net wrap here. But another job I got to do is either spray the weeds on the other side of the fence Or I don't think I can get a lawnmower in there. But it's better if I just spray it with weed killer. That'll keep it dead for longer. Because I don't like to go in there and mow if I don't have to. Well, I'm back here. Cattle are down there. Oh, battery's low. Gotta go. Yeah, some of this water flows down this side, and most of the water flows down that side. I need to get some more rock in here. Yeah, it's starting to get wore down. I've still got a big hole here. I'm dealing with that for years. The water on this side flows down around there and down to the other gate. And that side goes down to that little pond, or underneath the ground into the creek. From here I can hear the water going across the road down there on that creek crossing at the bottom of the hill. It makes a loud noise. There's a big waterfall there comes off of that during high water. There's a nice bunch of wild lilac. Well, they really smell good. But I'm not going to pick any. There's some over here too. I like the color. Now that thing, that ain't mine. I don't know when that showed up, but it was washed downstream by a flood at one time, and I just threw it over there. Just some old plywood, I think. Could be tin, I'm not sure. Looks like it's flashing or something for a vent pipe or something. I'm not sure where it came from, but I know it came from a flood. Previous flood a long time ago. Well, it looks like the water went down a few inches, because it was up to that white foam there above the culvert hole, and I can see about 3 or 4 inches at the top of the culvert hole exposed. So water did go down a little bit. Hopefully it goes down a lot more before the next rain. I heard a waterfall, so I came over here and I found a waterfall coming out of the neighbor's field. Yeah, a little bit of erosion there. I like the sound of waterfalls, but not the erosion part though. Yeah, I didn't make an overflow here. I could have thought about it, but I didn't have any culvert, so I decided to make the overflow down there. When the water got too high, it backs up and goes through that pipe, goes across. Yeah, double duty. Takes the water from the top and drains out that way, but it also, anything that backs up from here goes out there too. Or at least it's supposed to. Getting low on battery, real low. Gotta go home. Yeah, I need to work on this hole here too, pretty soon. I've been putting it off for years, but now's a good reason to do it. To fix that hole, I could just fix the hole and forget about that, but if I'm going to do that hole, I might as well do the rest too. I got a bag of cement. Yeah, left over from my post thing. I could use that. Well, I'm headed back to the house now. Looks like another rain coming this way. I'll check the radar when I get home, because I can feel a few drops too, and on my windshield. Yeah, raindrops are coming. Gotta go home. Well, better get home before it rains anymore. Yeah, I'll have to mow this or spray it, or both. Probably mow it first, and then whatever's left under the fence, I'll spray it before I let the cattle back in here. Right now they're out, so it's not that important. But I'll have to mow the outside, maybe the inside too, and then I'll spray under the fence. That's what I usually do out here. I don't know why he always does it, but a neighbor mowed the grass on the other side of the road. He does that a lot. Once I get to it first. Well, I guess I don't mind. Actually, it looks better than my side of the road over here. I let that grow up. There's a lot of wild mustard in there, but I'll mow it or spray it one of these days. I'm in no hurry. Well, I'm back at the house now. Well, it's 5:30 p.m. now, and it's still drizzling. Guess I made it back to the truck just in time. But it's a light drizzle for now.